Yes, we knew that we were in for a tremendous program, and we are live on Dynamite from Chicago and on TBS. Let me be the very first to welcome to you around the world the brand new AEW Champion of the World, Hangman Adam Page.
That, of course, was the ineffable Tony Schiavone. I'm Excalibur, joined by the human suplex machine, Taz. And this past Saturday, all in Texas, it was unreal, Taz. It was something that I've never in my career have I experienced something like what went down in Arlington.
Extremely physical battle, brutal battle for sure. Listen to these people here in Chi-Town.
You see Hangman Adam Page limping to the ring after the grueling Texas death match this past Saturday. But there is no rest for the weary, because tonight our Dynamite main event, Hangman Page teams up the Powerhouse Hobbs and Mark Briscoe to take on Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and the former AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. Feels so strange to say former World Champion Jon Moxley.
Yeah, but it kind of fits. I like it.
Hangman Page about to deliver his first address since becoming AEW World Champion for the second time.
You know, I do think when you say that some of you might have missed the point. And I think that there's something more important than that needs to be said, not from you to me, but from me to you. Because the truth is that you deserve it. For all of you here tonight, and for all of you who are all in Texas, and all of you who watch us at home, every single week, you are the ones who needed and demanded a better wrestling, a fully realized professional wrestling. You are the ones who supported a grassroots, do-it-yourself approach to pro wrestling. And you all are the ones that started a revolution to change the world. You all are the reason that we are here. You all are the reasons for all elite wrestling. So I want you to know that as you watch us every week, scratching and clawing and dreaming dreaming of a moment like I have tonight. I want you to know that we just don't do it for this championship. In actuality, we do all of this because of you. So I do want to say that you do deserve this. You deserve to see this championship. And you deserve to have someone to hold it and to carry it and who understands that connection. And someone who has more gratitude for all of you than you could ever know. On Saturday at All In a Texas death match, I didn't just walk into a battle, but I walked into a war. 100 battles around me that have been going on for 9 months now to free this championship. And some of the people who fought in that war have not come out of it the same. So tonight I do need to say thank you to all of them, not just for Saturday, but for all of it. I need to say thank you to Orange Cassidy. I need to say thank you to Jay White. I need to say thank you to Adam Copeland. To all of the ops, to Shibata, to Will Hobbs, to Samoa Joe. To Bryan Danielson. And to Darby Allin. And I need to say thank you to someone who, when I was in the ring with him at Double or Nothing, reminded me why I love professional wrestling and made me excited for the future that AEW has in front of it. Someone who did not get to walk out of All In on his own volition. Someone who paid the price for this moment. I need to say thank you to Will Ospreay. And if I am going to be the champion and the man that I say I am, then I do have to say this. I don't know whether he helped for himself or he helped for AEW, or for one small moment he decided to help for me. But I will say to Swerve Strickland, thank you. All-In weekend for me was a roller coaster, highs, lows, and I am not ashamed to say that in addition to buckets of blood, I did shed a few tears. And there are people like Jon Moxley who would say that that makes me weak. They would say that that makes me less of a man. But I want you to look at me. I have a wife and 2 kids who love me. I have thousands and millions of people watching AEW, fans who can look to me and who can respect me. And if you want to know what kind of man I am, you can look at me tonight, because I am the champion of the fucking world.
There is no arguing with that. For the first time in nearly a year, we see the AEW World Championship title belt. And it is worn by the new World Champion Hangman Adam Page, who later on tonight joins forces with Powerhouse Hobbs and Mark Briscoe to face the Death Riders, led by Jon Moxley in our main event. But fans, this past Saturday was not just a monumental night for Hangman Adam Page, but for all of AEW. Let's take a look back at the tremendous night that was all in Texas. AEW's All in Texas, a spectacle like none other here in Arlington. Dustin thinking crossroads here in Arlington. The Iron Claw center of the ring.
This is tremendous. There's Big Boob AJ there. Your 15 minutes are up.
Justice, the spear. FTR, former AEW World Tag Team Champions, they have their eyes on regaining that prize. Outrunners, tremendous tag team in their own right. The feet are on the rope, and FTR steals it.
Your opening contest set for one fall is for the AEW World Trios Championship.
It's not easy going against members of the Death Riders, and members of Death Riders apparently not done now.
Casino Gauntlet match is the first pinfall or submission determines the winner.
I will love you forever. Thank you so much.
The TNT Championship 4-way match for the now vacant TNT Championship. But Dustin, oh my goodness! Swerve and Ospreay wagering their ability to challenge for the World Championship for 1 year against the EVP title.
What the hell are we watching? This is unbelievable.
The balance of power has shifted. The Women's Casino Gauntlet match. An opportunity to become #1 contender for the AEW World Championship. Fallen Goddess, Athena, Alex Windsor, Juillet. Theo Face! Great for Athena, good for her. But Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley remain tag team champions.
What the hell? Man, think this over.
Cope is back.
Go find yourself.
Mercedes Moné, Timeless Tony Storm, the AEW Women's World Championship.
2 of the greatest women wrestlers I've ever seen.
Avalanche Storm! Zero!
Okada is the real ace of this company.
Kenny Omega was half a heartbeat away. Kazuchika Okada, the inaugural AEW Unified Champion. Hangman Adam Page, perhaps his return to the AEW World Championship.
Right in the spine. Gotta be paralyzing.
This is just like how they took out Samoa Joe. Oh my God!
Is that who we think it is?
Yes!
Top of the world, Mount Everest. Now Jon Moxley going down to take everything from.
It's Swerve with Hangman's chain. Swerve Jon Moxley.
A celebration fit for a champion.
A changing landscape for all elite wrestling. If you missed All In Texas, you can still catch the replay on Prime Video. But coming up tonight, our main event, Hangman, Briscoe and Hobbs versus Moxley, Claudio, and Yuta. But right now, let's take a look at earlier today. Matt and Nick Jackson.
Yes.
They can't push us around, Tony.
Right.
Not quite arriving in style.
That's not the limousine, and it looks like they're kind of stuck in a Lyft or an Uber. Have some respect. These men helped start this company. It's a shame how you guys are acting.
They abused their power for the last 18 months, if not more, pushing anybody in.
And they're carrying their own bags, for God's sake. Someone shoot this.
My heart breaks for Matt and Nick.
Damn it.
Your opening contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Sydney, Australia, weighing 239 pounds, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher, who thought All In Texas would be the night that he claimed the TNT Championship. It was not meant to be. Adam Cole out with injury. We wish him all the best. The match at All In Texas became a four-way match. Fletcher had to face Danny Garcia, Sammy Guevara, and the man who would ultimately claim the TNT Championship that night, the Natural, Dustin Rhodes, capturing the first championship of his AEW career. And you know that does not sit well with the protostar Kyle Fletcher.
And I don't blame Fletcher. Shocked the world. Dustin shocked the world for sure, coming out of Texas with that TNT title.
Yeah, let's not forget that Dustin wrestled, that was his third match in about 24 hours. Or less than 24 hours. So, what a superhuman effort for Dustin, and congratulations.
From Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 167 pounds, Mascara Dorada.
Mascara Dorada has competed inside an AEW ring before, but if this is your first time seeing him, you are about to witness one of the most exciting, electric, fearless high flyers that competes in CMLL down in Mexico. Mascara Dorada getting Forbidden Door season started here, Tony.
I'll tell you, he is, Mascara Dorada is one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen. The match that he had with Bandito at Global Wars Mexico Ring of Honor, one of the best matches, was a 5-star match.
Oh, right now we see Kyle Fletcher coming out of the gates hot. Taz, I mean, that high boot, and now these just aggressive right hands raining down.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good way to start the match if you're Kyle. I mean, just go right after him. He's got those long legs, tall athlete is Fletcher, and ground the high flyer right away. I respect that that game plan by Fletcher.
Also just noticing that Don Callis and Lance Archer at ringside in support of Kyle Fletcher. Mascara Dorada now rights and lefts to the body of Fletcher, but Fletcher a swift knee to the midsection.
Yeah, to your point, Shivani, that guy you were saying about the high-flying abilities of Dorada, you know, if you're Fletcher, ground him, right? Just ground him. Stay on him. You have a size advantage on him. Stay on him. Keep him on the mat.
Absolutely. It's one of the best high flyers in the world, and that's exactly what he's doing, Taz. You are right. Look at the amazing agility of Dorada.
Makes it look easy, man.
It does.
Leapfrog by Fletcher. Dorada, flying through underneath the waist lock as Dorada laces the fingers, overhand chop.
I mean, Excalibur, you're wearing a mask. Can you do that? No. Can't do it.
No, absolutely not.
This is unbelievable. What a way to start our telecast. Mascara Dorada. He's so evasive.
Shoulder to the midsection, backs off Fletcher, and you see Dorada getting his foot planted, not on the top rope, but on the ring post as he springboards and missile drop kick.
I tell you what, this is not an overstatement. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do it. If they have, I don't remember it.
I was thinking the same thing, Taz. I've seen a lot of stuff, but nothing like that.
Bandera sends Dorada out to the apron. Fletcher coming in, the high boot.
Good job by Fletcher right there. Now stay on him. You want to keep a guy like Dorada down, man. So he can make a difference quickly, Excalibur.
Yeah, but Kyle Fletcher looks like he might be trying to play Mascara Dorada's game as he, oh no. Dorada a step quicker into the ring, and now Mascara Dorada tornado over the top. Neutralizing the size advantage of Fletcher, but Dorada, he sustained some punishment here in the early goings. He needs to keep the pressure on.
Well, watch this athleticism here that we're preaching about here with Dorada. Amazing.
It's now Dorada. Once again, finds his footing on the top rope. Fletcher avoids contact. Pop Dorada up. And now Fletcher drives him down, and fans don't go anywhere. Our opening contest on Dynamite continues live on TBS and streaming on Max.
Well, good, strong twisting into that side slam by Fletcher. Now, I'll tell you what, I don't think Dorada's jumping up anytime soon. Fletcher trying to...
See Fletcher, yeah, trying to collect himself.
Yeah, it happens, you know. When you wrestle guys that go this extremely high pace, it'll get your heart rate going, and you want to kind of keep them down and keep them out of their happy lane, which is flying around for Dorada. Happy lane.
Happy lane.
That's a new one.
Oh, Fletcher using that emphatic scoop slam. Now the cover, though, knee on the chest, Dorada.
You could tell in the kick out there wasn't a lot in that kick out, Shivani, but there was enough not to get pinned, though.
Taz, don't get mad at an answer. That was right.
No, I know. You're very busy at all times. I'm not mad. I never get mad.
No, I know. Hey, I tell you who's mad.
Who?
Kyle Fletcher.
I don't blame him.
Well, you know what? I don't blame him either. I mean, you obviously have to prepare for a certain man. He was preparing for Adam Cole. I know we brought that up before. But he has to be upset.
Now Fletcher, deep cover.
Oh, you're right. And you cannot look past, and it's easy to say, but you can't look past a veteran to the level of Dustin Rhodes. I mean, this guy has won titles for decades.
Sure.
This guy is legit. So, you know what? I mean, maybe Kyle, I don't know, Excalibur, maybe he looked past Dustin a little bit. Maybe he looked past Sammy. I don't know what he did in that match.
Maybe it was also a case of Fletcher just so focused on Adam Cole that he found it tough to deviate from the game plan that he had formulated.
I think that's a good
face
chance.
not just Dustin Rhodes, but also Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara in the same match.
Correct.
I think some of it could have been overconfidence. You know, he had beat Daniel Garcia, bloodied up Daniel Garcia to win that shot, and then Dustin had wrestled twice before. Sammy had wrestled twice before. Maybe he thought he had a clean slate.
He was going in clean, right, going in fresh. Now he's eating some body shots here by Dorada. Another body slam. And Smart right into a tight rear chin lock. But, you know, listen, I mean, Fletcher was not the only guy who lost in that match. So did Garcia, and so did Sammy. So, you know, Dustin came out the victor. Dustin might have more experience than all three of those athletes combined.
That's very good chance.
I mean that in a complimentary way.
May actually be statistically correct as well.
I think I might be. You know, I'm really good with numbers.
You sure are.
Yeah.
I think Al Scoops just let us down.
Al Scoops.
What a jobber.
Fletcher in full control. AEW Dynamite live from the north side of Chicago, Illinois. Kyle Fletcher, Mascara Dorada, kicking the action off here tonight, and Fletcher in control of this exciting young luchador, but don't blink, because Dorada can turn things around in an instant.
He can, but right now Fletcher's feeling very confident that he has grounded Dorada, and he's doing a great job throughout the break. I think Kyle should be confident in this.
These two men, Tony, they represent really the future of our sport. Dorada, there it is! 1, 2, and...
Wow, that would have been a major win for Dorada. He's had 10 matches in AEW. He's won 6 of them. That would have been his biggest AEW win.
Yeah, that was a hell of a counter for sure.
Dorada just 24 years of age. Kyle Fletcher, 26. These two men, I mean, what they represent and what you are witnessing is just nothing short of phenomenal. Dorada takes down Fletcher.
Oh, the momentum has shifted quickly. Wow.
Dorado the thrust kick. Fletcher out on the floor. A dangerous place to be when this man is on the ropes. Mascara Dorado. Shooting star press from the middle rope.
Damn. You didn't see, but Don Callis had his head in his hands when that happened, like he couldn't believe it.
Oh, look at this. I mean, man, oh man, that is insanity by Dorado.
Now Mascara Dorado returns Fletcher to the ring, swing and a miss by the beleaguered Fletcher. Dorado puts on the brakes. Fletcher missed the kick. Dorado didn't miss with his. And now Enziguri, Dorado's got him staggered. Now Mascara Dorado. No, Fletcher able to kick out.
We had a great camera shot right there in that handheld shot of the impact on that cold red. How hard Kyle, the back of his head, Fletcher hit. That was impactful.
Now Mascara Dorado. I think he's trying to make sure that Fletcher is going to stay put, because Dorado could have some more high-flying, high-octane offense in store.
Got to get going, though. You don't want Fletcher to recover here, Shivani.
Speaking of high octane, boy, we got a high octane show tonight. Oh man, the long legs worked in his favor that time.
Yeah, that high octane kick.
You're not kidding.
Now Fletcher, Dorado stunned up on the top. Fletcher, he's used this turnbuckle brainbuster before. Could be what he's looking for. As Fletcher, nope. Dorado escapes back into the ring. Oh, kick to the seat of the pants, if you will. As
it's Fletcher, by the way.
Thank you, Chaz.
Oh God, this is dangerous.
Mascara Dorado. Dorado from the top.
Oh my God, he's right back up there.
Oh, wait a second, Fletcher, he's 3/4 of the way across the ring.
I know I've never called a match with that, ever.
Now Dorado, 450, splash, 2, and oh, so close.
Wow, excellent kick out by Kyle Fletcher right there, man. That takes a lot of heart and a lot of toughness.
JR would say this guy is special. Look at that.
Dorado needs to press the advantage he's created, though, Taz.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like Dorado can change the complexion of a match in a moment's notice, the same can be said of Fletcher.
Fletcher's blocking those attempted verticals pretty good right there, though.
Oh, man. He can bring it, too, right?
Blistering chops from Mascara Dorado. Oh, wait, Fletcher. Voice up to Dorado. Right underneath the chin. Fletcher may be out on his feet here.
This guy's done more moves in one match than I did my whole career. It's unbelievable.
I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, okay. Now Fletcher, he's reversed Dorado, but Dorado, comes through T. Harris and Fletcher. What a counter by Mascara Dorado.
Again, he is so evasive. You think you've got him, and you really don't.
Evasive for sure. You're right, Tony.
Dorado the moonsault. No, Fletcher caught him, and now Fletcher. Oh, Dorado face first, that middle turnbuckle.
Lawn Dart Jones.
Oh. And now Fletcher moving with speed, moving with purpose. The sheer strong brainbuster. 1, 2, 3.
There's your winner, the Chrono Star, Kyle Fletcher.
Dustin Rhodes, you took away the biggest moment of my life. And now it is my life mission to take everything from you. I will see you very soon.
Well, guys, I've been told that when Collision returns to Saturday night, that's right, Saturday night, we will hear for the first time ever from the new TNT champion, the natural Dustin Rhodes. Must-see TV coming Saturday night to TNT and HBO Max.
Well, this past Saturday, the bottom fell out for the former executive vice presidents, Matt and Nick Jackson. And earlier today, our colleague, the remarkable Renee Paquette, tried to catch up with the 4 EVPs.
Who the hell
the boiler room?
Wow, you guys made it! Yeah, we did. After suffering such a brutal loss to Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, and perhaps an even worse stipulation, you guys are no longer the EVPs. How do you guys feel about that, Matt? Nick?
Are you kidding me? You're enjoying this? Wow. Yeah, laugh it up, huh? We're just looking for our locker room.
We don't have time for
Hey, stop being so rude. Disrespect around here.
Oh,
Hey, Marina, what's up? How are you? Dude, we're so freaking fickle around here.
What was that about?
After everything we've done, for this freaking company.
Where's our room at?
Hang on, hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, step away from the door! What are you doing? Are you kidding? It's Matthew and Nicholas for one thing. Hey, get out of here!
Get the hell out of here!
Just doing my job.
Disrespect around here. Why am I even wearing this damn suit anymore? We're still founding fathers. Ooh. Sucks to be you guys. Oh, that's bad.
We teamed a few weeks ago. Really? Really? The worst part is the freaking disrespect. I swear to God.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh, are you here to make fun of us and laugh at us too, Don?
Yeah. No, guys, I'm here to say that I just want you to know that I think this is an abomination. You lose one match and this company treats you like a couple of jobbers. This is ridiculous. I know we've had our problems, but now that Kenny's dead, I think the irritant is removed and we can all do some business. And you guys are the greatest tag team of all time. There's no disputing that. Love to do something.
Listen. I want to make one thing clear, though.
Okay.
We will never, ever join your family. Okay, but you have a point. I can see this maybe working out. I think we can use a couple of friends around here. You have a deal. Let's see what happens.
15 friends. I've got a big faction.
Hey, sounds good.
You ready? Let's do it. Nick, you're good?
Yeah.
Let's hug it out, guys. Just like the old days. You can do the hand signal too if you want. Beautiful.
Well, I guess any port in a storm for Matthew and Nicholas, or should I say Matt and Nick. But fans, DraftKings Sportsbook is official partner of AEW.
Forgive my stoic demeanor. I would like to gloat right now, I really would. I'd like to celebrate, but in all honesty, gloat over what? Celebrate over what? We knew that we were gonna retain the tag team championships. Everyone we faced, we've beaten. We haven't even been threatened yet. And I'm tired of begging. I'm literally begging for one of these legendary tag teams to step up and challenge the Hurt Syndicate. Take these titles from us, please. Stop being scared. It's getting boring.
Hangman, I am so happy that you won tonight. I mean, honestly, because if Dictator John had won, it would have been easy, man. I got nothing to prove there. I would have executed this contract, and I would have pinned him in a weakened state. But you winning, no, see, I got everything to prove there. To you, to your hypocritical fans that think you're a good guy, that think you're the best. Well, newsflash, Hangman, you're not the best. I'm the best! I'm the best in the world! And I do not need this to beat you. I am going to beat you clean in the middle of my ring for my world championship. This right here, this is break glass in case of emergency. I know right now you're on Clyde 9. You are happy. For the first time in your life, you are at peace. Well, my friend, I am the physical embodiment of your depression. No matter how much you want to run, boy, I am right behind you. And I cannot wait to push you back over the edge into a pit of your own despair. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000,000 times. You could be the main character all you want. I got no problem being the bad guy, because last time I checked, boys, nice guys, they finished last.
And we are not nice at all.
Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley walked out of All In Texas. Still the AEW World Tag Team Champions, and your eyes do not deceive you. MJF, the #1 contender.
This is an 8-man tag team match. Set for one fall. Introducing first, Echizeto and the Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander.
Well, before we introduce Don Callis as a guest here, I'd like to say happy birthday to our Brooke, his colleague, the Excalibur. Happy birthday. And also the QT Marshall. It's his birthday also.
Yeah,
Bobby
absolutely.
Lashley's birthday as
Bobby
well.
Lashley.
Happy birthday to him.
Speedball Jones.
Speedball Mike Bailey, his birthday. Anna Jay's birthday was yesterday. Don Callis, when's your birthday? Nobody cares.
It's like a stooge party with all of you.
Excalibur's older than all of them.
Well, Don's here.
Yeah, you just spoil the mood, Taz.
Yeah, speaking of not nice, like MJF said, Don Callis.
I love these two. These are great.
Not too many more private jets in their future, though, I don't think.
I have my own.
You gonna offer them a ride?
Of course, they're the Young Bucks. They're the greatest tag team of all time. I've always liked them.
What is this, a buy low situation?
Look at this. They're waiting for Pyro. Ain't coming, guys.
Oh, come on. You took that Pyro, too?
They don't need Pyro.
Come on.
They're the Young Bucks.
They used to have a man.
Oh, that's not nice. Oh, what the?
Oh, here we go. Boom.
Definitely not a highlight for the Bucks.
From Rancho Cucamonga, California, at a combined weight of 417 pounds, they used to be AEW EVPs. And now, they're not. Please welcome Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks.
Oh, come on, Justin. Even you.
If this was 5 days ago, they would have fined Justin Roberts into oblivion, but this is not 5 days ago. This is post All in Texas.
I might shave Justin's eyebrows tonight for that. That was disrespectful.
Their opponents first at a combined weight of 388 pounds, the Jet Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey.
I almost said something after you said that, Don. Thank God I didn't, but
You're welcome to join the party.
It's a great young tag team we're seeing here, but if you go back and take a look at what has happened to Matt and Nick, this is why you don't spike pile drive the owner of the company. Okay? That's why.
Victoria, Mexico, the Ring of Honor World Champion, Bandito.
Well, last weekend was not just huge for AEW, but Ring of Honor as well. Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor, one of the best matches in the history of the ROH World Championship. It was the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita Bandito. It was Bandito that left Arlington and still the Ring of Honor World Champion. But it was a bloody and brutal battle. And if you missed any bit of it, you can head to watchroh.com to catch the replay. And that wasn't the end of the story, though. Hechicero, after Bandito was declared the winner, out to call out the champion. Interesting that Hechicero and Bandito on opposing sides here tonight, Don.
Fascinating stuff. Listen, Hechicero is a cornerstone of the Don Callis family.
And from Van Nuys, California, weighing 285 pounds, Brody King.
Brody King and Bandito, of course, were part of that Casino Gauntlet match this past Saturday, won by MJF. But it was MJF that really coming into the last possible second. Josh Alexander, part of that match as well.
Have some more respect. What are you...
You guys wouldn't have jobs if it weren't for the Jacksons.
Nick Jackson is yelling at us. Can we get somebody from the truck to pull
You
him
should
off?
slap him for his birthday.
Can I get my fine rescinded, you think?
Can we start finding them?
Shivani, you're such a cheap
You got a senior's
man.
discount on that signing.
Well, so what?
This is an impressive team. I am terrified of Brody King. He's just so impressive.
Certainly is. He and Josh Alexander have been on opposing sides with some incredible battles here in recent history.
And Nicholas was yelling at you guys. I hope I don't get the bad. He's not Nick to me. He's Nicholas.
What does it matter? What does it matter if he's upset at you?
I'm his friend.
Can we talk about the history we're witnessing tonight? The Young Bucks and the Don Callis family collaborating. Now that Kenny's out of the picture, now we can all get along properly.
Of course, I want to send our best wishes to Kenny Omega, the former AEW International Champion. He was defeated at All In Texas by Kazuchika Okada, the new AEW Unified Champion, but with considerable input from yourself.
Exactly. When you listen to me, good things happen. Now Kenny's gone. I don't think I wouldn't be so shocked if he's never back. Oh, he'd be great.
Great for you, I can tell you that. You'd probably be the only one.
Okay, that's nasty business. Taz, back chop. What would you do if someone back chopped you? It's very disrespectful.
Probably a single leg or a double, but yes, they do hurt a lot. Yeah, that sucks. Your spine gets tingled up and whatnot.
Here we go. Matt and Nick Jackson dropped off the apron when Brody King was looking for the tag, but Brody tagging out to Bandito, and Bandito Hechicero.
Hechicero is just one of my favorites. I love him. Look at him. He wants that belt.
He's an amazing athlete. He does some crazy things, and he makes up things on the fly.
Yeah, the alchemist of the ring, the mad scientist of Lucha Libre. He goes by many names, but
crazy dancing man. What a crazy dancing man.
It's magic, Taz.
I know it's magic. My bad.
Bandito lands on his feet, put to the midsection. Another one. Hechicero taken off his feet by the thrust kick.
Lucha Libre, the style of wrestling in Mexico, very popular for many years, Excalibur, as you know, here in Chicago, believe it or not. Some might not know that.
Yeah, large Mexican expat population here in Chicago, very appreciative of the work of the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito here, blocking the punch from Hechicero.
And I think Bandito is a great athlete, but I don't like his attitude. Very cocky.
Diving, Huracan Rana takes down Hechicero.
Did you offer him an opportunity in your gigantic faction and he said no?
Yeah, cocky is right up your alley there, Don.
It seems like he might be jealous of his beautiful head of hair.
He has a mask. I don't even know if that's his real hair.
I think it's a
what are you
wig.
talking
It's
about?
a wig. Don's right, it's a wig.
Well, now jet speed.
Jet speed looking good. Double hip toss there.
Into action. And now Hechicero sent in as jet speed high boots.
A lot of guys around here wearing wigs.
Yeah, it's got heat with me.
Matt and Nick will take some getting used to. Taking off their feet. Josh Alexander dropped down by Kevin Knight.
You're having a problem with their names. Why don't you just call them what they are? The greatest tag team in the history of wrestling.
Well, that remains to be seen. They're one of the greatest. I'll put it that way.
What do you mean it remains to be seen? Do you have eyes? Do you watch them wrestle?
Well, jet speed taking down Matt and Nick.
Yeah, jet speed. They have great chemistry. They work excellent as a cohesive unit for sure. Now Knight is all over Nick Jackson, as they call him now.
Don Callis has some work to do because it looks like that Matt and Nick do not have their head in the game right now. They're worried more about their position in AEW than they are wrestling a match.
What's been done to them by this office is unprecedented, in my opinion.
Well, they deserved every bit of it. Like I said, they had Tony Khan a spike pile driver for crying out loud.
Look at that, though. I mean, the teamwork unparalleled by Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
Sometimes you have to spike pile driver the boss or choke him out. This has happened in wrestling more than once, my friend.
Yeah, I know it has.
Josh Alexander, he was holding Kevin Knight that entire time. And now, the doomsday kick from Nick Jackson. The stomp.
Nice job.
Power bomb combo.
Tremendous.
Escalera by Nick across the ring. The Bucks and the Don Callis family are cooking as the action continues live here on Dynamite. Don't go anywhere.
Phenomenal action. You're right, Don.
Of course I am. What was I right about?
Well, you said they're the greatest tag team of all time. Again, they are one of the greatest tag teams of all time. I don't think there's any question about that.
Just imagine how dangerous the Bucks will be with the full force and weight of the Don Callis family, the largest faction in pro wrestling behind them.
Covered. Lateral press by Josh Alexander.
Just the largest faction in the world in general. You're like, what are you up to? Like 25 guys?
We're going to need our own show soon.
I think you have it. It's called Dynamite. I mean,
don't put heat on me, Taz, please.
Oh, you handle that yourself. Don't worry about it, bro.
Kevin Knight fighting his way back up his feet. Shots to the midsection, trying to break free of the grip of Josh Alexander. He does so. Knight hits the ropes, but Alexander shuts him down.
Yeah, good back elbow by Alexander right there. Well placed. Knight knows he's got to get to his corner. Struggling. He needs to make a tag. It's tough when a guy's all over you and you're looking at your partners and you just can't get there.
And you know the guy who's got his hands on you is as dangerous as Josh Alexander. That's a mind trip.
The walking weapon, Josh Alexander now attacking the limbs of Kevin Knight, while Hechicero getting some shots in from the outside as Matt and Nick in the action as well.
There you can see, if you did not see All In Texas, want to see it again, it's available now, the encore presentation on Prime Video. What a night, what a day, what a week.
Oh, it was amazing for sure. The whole week, you're right.
Probably it was the greatest week of wrestling that I've ever experienced in over 30 years. But the highlight was clearly Okada becoming the first unified champion and putting Kenny Omega to rest once and for all.
Well, that was one of the highlights. I wouldn't say it's the biggest highlight, but every man has his opinion. John, yours is usually wrong.
I'll tell you where to send flowers to Kenny's family as well.
Would you stop?
Hechicero,
Look at this.
looking for the mad scientist. Bomb right there on the knee. Kevin Knight in serious trouble here. A cocky cover, though, by Hechicero. Action continues live on Dynamite. Huge 8-man tag team match. The Don Callis family joining forces with the Young Bucks to take on Brody King, Bandito, Speedball Mike Bailey, and the man in the ring, Kevin Knight, who right now is at the mercy of one of the most dangerous technicians in Lucha Libre, Hechicero.
Yeah, attacking the limbs. That's what these men have been doing. They've been going after the legs of Kevin Knight, which is smart, but he's still able to leap from it. Maybe I spoke too soon right there.
Haven't seen that before. That's great.
That was nicely done.
Duck walking.
Great counter by Hechicero, pulling Kevin Knight out of midair and then following it up with a quick elbow to the back. Kevin Knight desperately needs a tag.
Taz, I feel like we haven't done justice to the great condition the Young Bucks have gotten themselves into. I mean, both guys are ripped to shreds. They look phenomenal.
They do. They look great, physically great. They're in fine fickle.
Kevin Knight, though, with the opportunity to make the tag if he could get over to the friendly corner, but Matt and Nick Jackson.
That's why they're the best.
We've not said enough about Josh Alexander and what he brings to the ring. Man, look at that. That is raw power to be able to do that.
And Knight is not a small guy.
Look at this. Now Matt and Nick want to get into the ring. Now that Kevin Knight's down on the mat.
Oh, that's smart by the Young Bucks. You see the man is down.
Well, I don't know about that, boys.
Yeah, you got to change the name, guys. Damn.
How about the Matt and Nick trigger?
They can work my name into the name.
Oh, Kevin Knight leaping over and a double drop kick. Tremendous vertical jump by Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight had an opportunity and he made it work, and there's the tag.
Speedball Mike Bailey into the mix. Drop kick. Takes Alexander and Hechicero down. Oh, boot for Matt. Nick, wild swing, and now rapid fire kicks by Speedball Gamangiri. Caught Nick right on the jaw. Boot to the midsection on Matt. Axe kick.
The footwork is astounding what Mike Bailey can do.
They shouldn't let him wrestle barefoot.
There's no place for barefoot wrestlers. I agree with that.
Nicholas Jackson going for the corkscrew kick. Triangle moonsault by Mike Bailey, though. Taking on Matt on the outside. Nick throwing the right hand, but Bailey intercepts, and now Bailey on the ascent.
Yeah, I like Bailey's got that sense of urgency right now. He knows he's got these guys rocked.
Missile drop kick by Speedball. Living up to his moniker. Oh, thrust kick avoided. Standing switch, Matt backs him up to the corner. Nick falls in with the knee.
Perfect timing.
Great teamwork. My gosh. Look at this. Well,
too soon. Thinking more bang for your buck, but instead, Speedball able to reverse it. Bailey breaks the grip. And
that's horrible. That's filthy. That's dirty.
Great way to break somebody's ribs for sure.
No kidding.
Smokes.
Now Hechicero tags in. But as does Brody King.
Brody got rocked by Josh Alexander, Excalibur.
Yeah, Alexander was waiting to deliver that big right hand. Now he and Hechicero going to work, but Brody King takes them both down.
Well, just big power. A massive Brody, man. He is a beast.
Brody King doing a good job to fight off two men to maintain control of the center of the ring. Sidestep there. And Brody King deadlift into the back suplex. Now, blind tag. Bandito is legal. Alexander sent to the outside. As Brody. Cannonball in the corner. Hechicero got crushed.
Like just a meat train coming right at you. It's got to be a horrible sight when you see him lined up and you can't get out of the way.
And now Brody, tope.
Oh, Bandito's legal. He tagged himself in right before Brody did that dive.
As Brody providing the stabilization. What a moonsault there by the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Bandito and Brody, great movement together, great chemistry.
Now Hechicero up on top rope. Josh Alexander, though, escaping into the ring, trying to bail out his fellow Don Callis family member.
Dick Brody as well.
Josh Alexander is what you call in sports a glue guy. He keeps everyone together on the same page.
Well, talk about being on the same page. Jet speed. Mike Bailey just took out the Bucks on the outside. Kevin Knight just took out Josh Alexander inside the ring, and Bandito. Incredible! 1, 2, no! The Bucks there to break it up.
Good thing, because that was it. That was it, Taz. You are correct. I didn't think they were going to make it. I saw him trying to get in.
Alexander trying to bail out Matt and Nick, and now a 3-on-1 on Brody King. Speedball.
Misdirection that time.
Little friendly fire on the Bucks, and now reverse.
Oh my God!
Work on Ron. Oh, the super kick though. Kevin Knight taking down pair of super kicks as well. Oh, 15% there is Matt and Nick not on the same page. Bandito into the cutter. Bandito now with Nick Jackson up on the shoulder. Be looking for that X-knee. He finds it. Nick Jackson staggered. Bandito
going for it.
Going for that 21 plex. No, Alexander intercepts.
Here we go.
And, oh, what teamwork. Bandito spiked on the crown of his head. And Hechicero. Super kick out of midair. And now Hechicero with the champion in his grips. Bandito, I think Bandito may be completely out, and he is. Referee Rick Knox calls for the bells.
You were right. They were out before even the choke was on. Yeah, before that sleeper was on. Bandito definitely was out.
The Young Bucks.
What a match.
Well, a victory for the Don Callis family and the Bucks, but fans, coming up next, we hear from the Rated R superstar, Cope, live on Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rated R Superstar Code!
Well, this past Saturday, all in Texas, after the Hurt Syndicate successfully retained the AEW World Tag Team Championship, the patriarchy, Nick Wayne, Kip Sabian, Mother Wayne, the attack on Christian Cage, and the stunning, surprising return of this man.
Go find yourself.
Go find yourself. The message he delivered to his former best friend, Christian Cage.
I think it was one of the most dramatic moments of the entire night, and we had many that night. But it was one that I thought about a lot when that program was over.
You know what? I know it sounds cliche, but thank you. You and those reactions are the reason I still keep getting up and getting in here. But let's get to business, shall we? There's a lot of questions after All In. The first one being, did I come down to save Christian Cage? The answer is no. He's an asshole. From the second I stepped foot in AEW, he has tried to make my life miserable. He told me what I could do with the idea of him and I teaming together. Then, when I challenged him for the TNT Championship, he said he was going to cripple me. He was going to become the father to my daughters. Yeah, that was my reaction too. And then he hijacked my title match with Mox at Revolution, cashed in his Casino Gauntlet contract, made it a three-way, and got choked out. Even though the patriarchy told him it was a dumb idea, he didn't listen, and that's when everything started crumbling around him. And he did it because of jealousy. You know, he could see anybody else win the AEW Heavyweight Championship. He could see that, but he couldn't see me do it before him. I don't blame Nick Wayne, Shayna Wayne, Kip Sabian for what they did at All In. I don't blame them. And here's the thing, Christian, I know you're watching somewhere. I told you verbatim what happened at All In was going to happen to you. But your ego is so inflated you couldn't see it coming. So all I can hope that somewhere Christian Cage is pulling his giant cranium out of his ass. But I won't hold my breath. No, I came back at All In to get my hands on FTR. Five years ago, I got cleared to step foot in a wrestling ring again. 5 years ago, I got my dream back. Because I busted my ass for it. And who were the first two people I called when I found out? FTR. Because I knew they could whip me back into shape. They wouldn't pull any punches. We even talked about, hey, man, imagine if we could form Rated FTR and win the Trios Championships. I'm in a different company and we're talking about this. Then you fast forward, and here we are, we can do this. Rated FTR starts to ride, it's looking good, and within 2 weeks, they started complaining. They started saying that they're in my shadow. They're glorified edgeheads, that I'm somehow holding them back from winning the tag team championships. I don't understand that logic. It doesn't make any sense. But what I've realized over the years with megalomaniacs, they don't want to look in the mirror. They're going to blame everybody else. You took 4 months away from me. You put me on the shelf for 4 months. Now, that might not sound like a lot to all of you, but every time I get in here could be the last time. I have been doing this for 33 years, and you put me on the shelf for 4 months. 4 months that I don't have. So FTR, I didn't come back to wrestle you. I didn't come back to stop you from winning tag team championships. I came back for one thing, FTR, and that is to end FTR.
Hope better be very careful. The last time he was in the ring with Dax and Cash. Oh, wait a second, that's not I mean, that's Stoke, but that's not Dax and Cash with them, obviously.
That's AEW security with Stoke. Stoke, the representative of FTR, and plus he's wearing orange. Yeah, that's heat. But he's got some security here around him. He knows that Cope could be a little bit unstable at times, and he's furious at FTR, and I don't blame him.
Stoke making that security lead the way into the ring, trying to put a wall of humanity, so to speak, between himself and the Rated R superstar Cope.
You know what, Adam? FTR read you like a book. They said that tonight your theme music was gonna hit. You'd come out, you run to the left. Well, thank you for the greeting. It sounds like the Hathaway family reunion. So as I was saying, they had you read like a book. They said you're gonna walk out, run to the left, run to the right, try to use someone's annual salary for your pyro, come out here and blah, 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 and talk about how much you want revenge on FTR. But Adam, I have a question for you though. I have a serious question. That weapon that you had at All In, you call that Spike, right? Well, Spike is a liability. So much so that immediately after the pay-per-view, AEW, Tony Khan, Warner Media, they received 3 anonymous emails complaining about your behavior. So much so that Adam, I think everyone should hear this. Moving forward, if you interfere in FTR's matches, if you attack FTR, even if you try to shake their hands, Adam Copeland, you are fired.
Oh, what? Damn.
And before anyone says it, FTR is scared of Adam Copeland. Absolutely not. FTR, they just need to focus on one of the biggest prizes in the game, the AEW World Tag Team Championships. So Adam, why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you go find a hobby and leave FTR alone?
Cope fired if he lays a finger on FTR.
You come out here looking and sounding like an angry Oompa Loompa. That'd be a shame if that caught on. Okay. So you just said that if I get anywhere close to FTR, I'm fired.
Damn Skippy.
But you didn't say anything about if I get near you.
Stokely may have overplayed his hand here.
Get out of there, Stokely. Tell him to get out of there quick. You better run, fella.
The other security guard members are running for the hills. And
oh my God, this is going to be messy.
Cope is ready to go.
What a moment!
I'm going to end all of you!
Well, Cope taking his first step towards getting his hands on FTR, but there are some very big obstacles in his way. But later on tonight, Mark Briscoe will be teaming up with Powerhouse Hobbs and the newly crowned AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page in our main event. Mark Briscoe, with plenty of reason to do so. He has had his fair share of battles, not matches with Moxley. But with the Death Riders as of late, Briscoe, he wants nothing more to get his shot on Moxley. But it's clear, after All In Texas, his mind is still on MJF.
So it goes like this. It looked like a duck, waddle like a duck, quack like a duck. It's a duck. Well, if it walk like a bitch, talk like a bitch, and act like a bitch, it's a bitch. And MJF, like a bitch, you ducked and dodged and avoided me that whole casino gauntlet match at All In. There was only two things that I needed to do that night. One was to whoop your ass. And two was to get that victory and earn that title shot. But Max, thanks to what you pulled off, I accomplished neither one. I thought I'd be done with you by now, man. But it's just getting started. So you see, back in January 2023, I made my AEW debut under unfortunate and unusual circumstances. The fortunate thing about it was now the world got to experience the Briscoe brothers, them boys, on a bigger stage than ever before. But y'all have only experienced a portion of them boys. Max, a couple weeks back, you invoked my brother's name. And at All In, when you pulled what you did, man, you invoked my brother's spirit. That's the other side. The chaos, the violence, and the destruction. So some people call it karma. Some people say you reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. Say it however you want to. MJF, I will make you pay for your sins.
Mark Briscoe, not somebody you want to find yourself on the wrong side of.
Yeah, it's very personal and emotional for Briscoe. MJF needs to be very careful. Yeah, the people in the main event tonight need to be very careful too, because Mark Briscoe's involved in it.
This is a $100,000 four-way match. Set for one fall. Introducing first, from Vienna, Austria, the Toxic Spider, Tekla.
Big prize on the line here in this four-way match. All four of the participants were part of the Women's Casino Gauntlet match this past Saturday at All In Texas. Ultimately, it was Athena, the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, that walked out with the #1 contendership. And later on that evening, Timeless Toni Storm, Mercedes Moné. It was an incredible one-on-one battle. And it was Timeless Toni Storm leaving the Lone Star State as the AEW Women's World Champion.
From Guinea, West Africa, Queen Aminata!
And Tony, we've seen over recent weeks, I mean, it wasn't just this past Saturday, Aminata and Tekla have been at each other's throats very nearly since Tekla's arrival here in AEW just a few weeks back.
Yeah, they've had fights that have extended from the ring all the way to the back area, as we saw. And listen, Tekla will not back down, neither will Queen Aminata. They're staring each other down all the way across the ring right now.
From Long Island, New York, Chris Statlander.
Chris Statlander, the #1 entrant in the Women's Casino Gauntlet match. They're seen a few times in that match. She was a heartbeat away from claiming that #1 contendership, but it was not meant to be. And on a few occasions, it was because of the involvement of her former best friend, this woman.
Also, from Long Island, New York, Willow Nightingale.
As it seems like the friendship, the relationship between Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander, well beyond repair at this point.
No doubt about that, my man, for sure. This is every lady for themselves in this thing here, and $100,000 on the line. So, yeah, you know, like for example, the Queen and the Toxic Spider, they got some issues for sure, as you guys pointed out. But you got to be careful. You want to win 100 grand here. Let's be frank. Focus on winning, not on emotions.
Yeah, Tekla and Aminata are in this match with two former TBS champions in Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. Now Tekla, T. Harris takes down Statlander. Tekla, big back elbow.
You're right about Statlander being just a breath away from winning that gauntlet, that Casino Gauntlet match. I thought she was going to win it, but those are so unpredictable.
I thought the strength of Statlander would be overwhelming like we're seeing right now. It just was not.
You see the
strength here.
Yeah.
I think we had the same idea as Cal.
Yeah.
Shivani, there's the strength you're speaking about with Chris.
Statlander up to her feet and tune in to the NASCAR in-season challenges. Drivers head to Dover Speedway this Sunday for the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400 exclusively on TNT, True TV, and streaming on HBO Max.
Well, she's quick. This Tekla very quick. Good with her feet. She's got to use her speed in this match. Right now, she's in a one-on-one situation, even though it's a four-way match, but the lady she's with is very powerful, and there goes Amanada.
There goes that personal issue we were talking about. Look at this.
This match is first fall to a finish as Statlander coming in with a drop kick. She was aiming for Amanada, but caught Tekla, and now Amanada! The lunging boot caught Statlander in the ropes, and now Queen Amanada. 1, 2, Willow. Oh! Senton into a cover of her own. Now, oh, jeez!
Statlander getting the worst of all of this.
A senton by Willow was meant not to have the match ended for the Queen, but there's nobody home.
Break up the pinning predicament. Oh, the stomps. I think Statlander might have got it worse than the mat there as Amanada absorbs the elbow strike from Willow Nightingale, sent into the corner. And Willow Nightingale.
Well, Nightingale is a heavy hitter. Definitely got to be careful.
Amanada, good evasion there. Snapmare. And the innovative offense of Queen Amanada. Oh, wait a second. Amanada doesn't realize it, but Tekla, just a kick. Straight kick to the ribs.
That'll knock the wind right out of you.
Yeah, Amanada made a big mistake. That's a pretty good move, but not that length of time.
Well, especially not in a
four-way match. Right.
Exactly, a one-on-one perhaps, but now Willow Nightingale, backbreaker maybe on Tekla, yeah. Ooh. Willow Nightingale.
That'll definitely separate some vertebrae. Someone as powerful as Willow.
And is successful, you might add. Of course, a Owen Hart Cup champion, TBS champion, won the CMLL World Women's Championship as well. The Strong Women's Championship in New Japan. I mean, she's done a lot.
Done a ton, for sure. She has done a ton.
And now Amanada, the headbutt, has Willow down on the outside. Amanada to the top, but Tekla. Tekla, disrupts the balance of Amanada. Amanada crashing and burn on the ring apron. And Tekla, the crossbody taking a huge risk. And this four-way match for $100 grand continues. Don't go anywhere.
Referee, you hear referee Aubrey Edwards telling girls, get in the ring, got to get this match in the ring. She's doing her job.
Hey, Tekla's a very, very odd.
Tekla, now the cover.
What are you saying, Siobhan?
I'm going to say she's a very, very odd person, isn't she? The way she
anybody who
walks
thinks
around?
they're a toxic spider, that's what happens. They get a little weird. I mean, but she's dangerously weird.
Right. Very well said.
She's pro wrestling. Everybody's weird to some degree.
Now the arm captured, and now Tekla, look at this. Wrenching at the jaw of Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, arms are trapped, restricting the breathing. I mean, you might have to, if you will, just bite a pinky off or something.
Oh. I think that's what she tried to bite that time. I think
index finger or something. Just bite a finger.
Name another finger.
Thumb.
Oh, there you go.
Now it looks like Statlander and Tekla briefly might work as a team here.
And if they eliminate Willow Nightingale from this match, they increase their odds of walking away with that $100,000. It's Amanada trying to step back into the fray, but Statlander and Tekla, again, this back elbow. And we see it, Statlander.
Great move, Chris Statlander.
The opportunist, or at least beating Tekla to the punch.
Yeah,
the uppercut, as it were.
You just can't trust anyone in a four-way or a three-way match. You just can't. I mean,
and Statlander into the waiting boot of Tekla. Tekla now. Leaving her abdomen completely exposed, and Amanada taking advantage of a powerful shot. His action now spilling to the outside right in front of our broadcast position.
Yeah, they're pairing off physicality here, Shivani. But they got to get in the ring, Taz, obviously. I mean, that's the obvious comment, but no, but you're right. You're right.
Well, Willow and Tekla have returned to the ring. Statlander and Amanada still battling it out on the outside.
Smart move by Willow. Get an opponent in the ring.
Statlander, Amanada jockeying for the suplex on the outside, and snapmare. A four-way match with $100,000 on the line. Chris Statlander suplexing Queen Amanada on the floor. Meanwhile, inside the ring, the Toxic Spider Tekla, Willow Nightingale battling one-on-one. No, wait, Statlander into the mix, and Tekla trying to fight out both Stat and Willow. Tekla launches off Statlander, DDT on Willow Nightingale.
Statlander is cooking right here. Oh,
Cazadora. Tekla was looking for the bulldog out of it, but the power of Statlander just too much.
Here comes Queen. Climb. You'll see her in your picture here in a moment. There she is. How did you know that? Oh, it's right, kind of right in front of us there, you know.
Well, Amanada, the overhand chop. Tekla, though, the core strength of Tekla bringing herself back up, and big elbow strike, and now Tekla. Spider suplex, bringing Amanada back in the ring the hard way.
Tekla is something else. You're right about core strength.
Willow Nightingale, though, chopping down. Big ridge hand on Tekla. Statlander bringing Tekla out of the corner. Willow Nightingale, Freeman's carry as Amanada. Tekla escapes. Stat sent into Willow.
Nice job there by Tekla. Very smart move. Took all three ladies out with one shove.
Tekla is looking great.
Toxic Spider.
A Toxic Spider, that back bridge. She's walking like she's a damn tarantula.
And
to the back bridge, she's crazy.
Tekla trying to line up the spear. She finds it, but Statlander rolls out of the way, swinging a miss by Willow. Tekla lands with the right. Amanada, the headbutt. Statlander intercepted. Amanada snaps off the neckbreaker on Statlander. But Willow comes in with the high boot.
Willow just blasted the Queen and then blasted the Toxic Spider.
Discus lariat by Statlander. Roundhouse kick for Amanada, but Amanada answers with the headbutt.
How about that? They're all down and the fans erupt here. One effort by all four women.
$100,000 on the line for the winner of this match. And while we have a moment to breathe, special programming note, Collision returns this Saturday, 8/7 Central on TNT and HBO Max.
We're going to hear from the natural Dusty Rhodes, the new TNT champion, this Saturday as well.
Right now, I don't think any of these women, Taz, are any step closer to claiming that $100,000. This is an evenly matched battle.
You're right, Excalibur. You make a great point, because it is. I mean, between all four athletes, it definitely is. You're not wrong.
I thought Tekla had the advantage, but it didn't take long for it to change.
Statlander, so much personal history with Willow Nightingale. He has to put that to the side, but Amanada right now, air raid crash. Center of the ring, but Tekla, roundhouse kick. Willow, boot to the midsection. Willow, look for that Dr. Bomb. Can she find it?
Oh, she's got it.
Yes, she can. 1, 2. Whoa! Statlander.
Yeah, she wants that $100,000.
I mean, it's a four-way match.
That's
There's
right.
no disqualifications.
I don't blame Chris. Good for her.
I agree, Taz. I don't blame her either, because that would have been over. That was done.
Statlander may have just cost Willow Nightingale $100,000. But now these former friends battling outside the ring and inside the ring. Queen Amanada. As Statlander and Willow battling up the ramp. Queen Amanada, she landed something on Tekla. I didn't see what it was, but now
my God,
we saw that plain as day. The double stomps.
That neck breaker before that.
Amanada gonna take it here. No, Tekla showing her toughness.
Thought that the Queen had it so close. Queen now, look.
What's going on?
It's like a Sky Blue striding down the ramp.
Chicago's own Sky Blue, I might add.
But wait, whoa. While all this is
behind
going on,
her.
Julia Hart, the mist into the eyes of Amanada, the stomp by Tekla. And we've seen some sort of association between Julia and Tekla, and now we just saw Tekla capture 100 grand.
Here is your winner, the Toxic Spider, Tekla.
She needs to share that to 100 grand 3 ways.
I was just going to say that. Tekla needs to kind of Venmo those 2 other girls in the ring, and Julia and Sky.
Julia Hart and Sky Blue. Not sure what their relationship with Tekla is, but without them, I don't know if the Toxic Spider claims the $100,000 prize. But coming up next, the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada will be in action, and our huge trios main event, plus timeless Tony Storm addresses the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, your AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Tony Storm.
A standing ovation for the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Tony Storm, who this past Saturday at All In Texas battled Mercedes Moné in one of the most epic battles to ever take place inside an AEW ring.
I was going to say, Excalibur, well-deserved standing ovation to defeat Mercedes Moné.
Okay, enough of this gay banter. This whore you all adore, this slut you can't rebut, this bitch you want to itch, this skank you want to spank, this trollop you can't wallop, this tramp is still the champ! Mercedes Money, thank you for going all in with me. Did everything we set out to do. But in case she forgot, I did say before that if she made one false move, I would eat her alive. Well, darling, you were delicious. Now, if you want to come back for seconds, and I'm sure you will, then from my lips to yours, this buffet is always open, darling. Now, I am sad to announce that Luther was injured in the line of duty.
Oh, good. That's good news, actually.
I can't tell you what happened, but it requires reattachment surgery.
Oh, yikes.
And now, my tits are pointing to the future. There are so many people with the knives and, well, I ought to be careful now. Because this is the big one. In this company, in this business, on this planet.
Hey, Tony! Hey, Tony! That's not the big one. I am the fallen goddess, the minion overlord, the American Joshi. I am the symbol of fear, prestige, and unapologetic power. I am the forever ROH champion, Athena. And you, Tony, you will be the wide-hipped heifer that no one cares to remember, because soon I will be the forever AEW Women's World Champion. And Luther, oh my God, I'm so sorry about Luther, he's hurt. But Mina is too. Mina decided to step in my company without my permission, and I decided to take her head off with one beautiful O-face. And if I'm doing my math correctly, Billy, that means no one is left to save you when I execute this. So what's it gonna be, Tony? Are you gonna die tonight in Chicago? Are you gonna die in London? Are you gonna die in Canada? Or maybe it'll be right here.
I like that one.
I'm having way too much fun with this, Billy. But Tony, it's time to stop looking for your happy endings, because your demise and your murderer are here. Let's go, man.
Very well. Well, if you are ready, I will be sweaty. If you are willing, I will be thrilling. And if you are able, I will bend you over the table, because I am timeless.
Well, Timeless Tony Storm remains AEW Women's World Champion, but for how long, with Athena waiting in the wings? And how fitting for this 1 week from tonight, Dynamite. Athena's young protege, Billy Starks, will face Timeless Tony Storm one-on-one. But right now, let's hear from what remains, I guess, of the patriarchy.
Christian Cage, I chose you. That was my master plan. That was my purpose. The Son sold the false illusion of the greater good, willingly taking bullet after bullet when it might as well have been the Father pulling the trigger. You see, we pulled back the curtain. We discovered what the purpose truly was: supporting my brother. No longer under a patriarch, but alongside a matriarch.
I noticed you had a little trouble getting up by yourself on Saturday. But that's nothing new for you, is it?
The reality is, these are my boys. Nick Wayne is my son. Our prodigy.
Christian Cage. The answer is simple. You were past your expiration date. To the point where you became a liability to me and the rest of the patriarchy. And I realized that months ago, when you decided to stop sticking with our plans and to go your own path at attempting to become world champion. Speaking of world champions, you used to love to get in my face and to question me as to how many world championships have I won. Christian, have you forgot that I am only 20 years old right now? That I am the youngest crowned champion in our company's history? The question isn't how many world champions have I won? The question is, how many world champions am I going to win? How many more accomplishments am I going to achieve in my young career? How much better could I possibly get? Christian Cage, you created this monster. And now you and the rest of AEW have to live with me as the new face of TNT, as the new face of AEW, now and forever.
Most certainly. Wow. A monster of Christian Cage's creation coming back to bite him in a very big way this past Saturday.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, being accompanied by Don Callis.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been witness to history. The great Okada has defeated Kenny Omega. And for the first time, he has unified the Continental and International Championships. He is your unified heavyweight champion, the greatest in-ring wrestler in the world, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada!
Well, Justin's job is secure. But Don's not lying.
No, you're right. Now this man, Kazuchika Okada, proved that he deserves every bit of the reputation he has built for himself over the course of his career. He and Kenny Omega engaged in an incredible battle. But once again, it was Don Callis and this animus he has towards Kenny Omega that reared its head and allowed Okada to capture not just the international championship, but to become the first ever AEW unified champion this past Saturday at All In Texas.
He comes in with, look at this, a brand new presentation. We are looking at one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, and this for Kazuchika Okada, I think we can safely say is a brand new era. And it's a brand new era for AEW with the Unified Championship. Look at Don holding both the belts, the international title, the Continental Championship.
And we do want to send our best wishes to Kenny Omega, who we understand was pretty heavily injured in that battle, not just by Okada, but by the actions of Don Callis and the other members of the family.
Very quickly, we should probably say best wishes to Mina Shirakawa. You heard what Athena said about her hand that happened during the women's match. On that oath ace by Athena broke her hand in that women's casino gauntlet match.
Into the midsection by the unified champion, Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah, Okada not wasting time getting all over his opponent. Wants the world to realize, you know, what he's about now, having that unified championship. So impressive, always been impressive. Okada, I've mentioned before here, guys, I remember when he was in the United States years ago. He's a young man, a young wrestler, man. He was always impressive, always. Now with a guy like Don Callis involved with him, he's going to be even more lethal, I think.
Okada intercepts the boot and lands a very, very forceful elbow, followed up by a picture-perfect drop kick. Okada.
It's the best drop kick in the business, by far.
Rainmaker, that has got to be it. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, the AEW Unified Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Excalibur 483 days as a champion in AEW straight. No men's champion has a longer reign.
See the precision of the drop kick and then the devastation of the Rainmaker. Kazuchika Okada, I mean, what an incredible role he has been on, Tony. I mean, not just started hundreds of days ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, Okada-san has something important to say. Tell him, champ.
Hey, Suave! You screwed my friends, the Young Bucks. You! Bitch!
Okada upset after swerving Ospreay defeating Matt and Nick Jackson, costing them their EVP positions here.
He did not have to say Swerve's name more than once. It's Strickland. I got a feeling this was coming out here right after Nana like normal. Yeah, there he is.
Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, in defeating the Young Bucks, not only cost Matt and Nick their EVP positions, but they defended their ability, Swerve and Ospreay, to challenge for the AEW World Championship at any point in the next year.
Swerve looking sharp coming out here, isn't he? Wow.
Looking sharp, but also looking confident.
He's always been confident, and we know why, because he's absolutely one of the best.
Yeah, well, Okada did not mince words. No, I mean, Strickland is a very dangerous competitor. A veteran, knows how to get her done, as they say, so the new unified champ must be careful. Okada, beware, man.
Yeah, but Okada's got so much behind him. The 2025 that he has had here in AEW has been amazing.
Yeah, I did do that. What you gonna do about it, bitch?
Don Callis trying to counsel patience as Swerve Strickland putting the unified champion, the Rainmaker, on notice. But fans don't go anywhere. Becomes coming up next, the massive trios main event, the Death Riders taking on Powerhouse Hobbs, Mark Briscoe, and the newly crowned AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page. It's main event time, live on Dynamite.
It'll be interesting to see how Jon Moxley has reacted to what happened on Saturday afternoon.
No longer the world champion. And no briefcase in sight. There's Shafir, and there's Moxley.
And there are his lieutenants, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta. You have to imagine all four of these individuals are going to be out for blood here tonight.
Your main event tonight is a trios bout set for one fall, being accompanied by Marina Shafir, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, and Moxley.
And we know how vicious the Death Riders can be, but we were given a very stark reminder the beginning of the night at All In Texas. It was the Ops successfully defending the AEW World Trios Championships, but then after the bell, the Death Riders and Gabe Kidd swarming the Ops, and then Claudio Castagnoli wrapping the head of Samoa Joe in the chair, the vicious stomp. Samoa Joe out of action indefinitely. We heard Hangman Adam Page address this attack at the beginning of our program tonight. Samoa Joe wasn't the only casualty of the Death Riders. Likewise, Will Ospreay later on in the evening, a similar attack, putting Ospreay out indefinitely as well.
Yeah, we had way too many people taken out, I can tell you that.
From Sandy Fork, Delaware, weighing 229 pounds, Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe, the life and times of he and his late brother, featured in the Great Players Tribune story that premiered last week. Definitely worth seeking out on the AEW YouTube channel.
From East Palo Alto, California, weighing 270 pounds, he is 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, Powerhouse Hobbs.
You could just take a look at the face of this guy. He is pissed off at the Death Riders. Wow.
From Erin, Brick, Virginia, weighing 229 pounds, he is the new AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page.
How great is it to see that AEW World Championship title belt back on television? I mean, it was since October of last year that it was held under lock and key by the Death Riders. When Hangman Adam Page pulled it out of the briefcase, it still had the side plates, the nameplate of Bryan Danielson, because he was the last man to hold the title prior to Moxley winning it. But it was immediately after Moxley's victory that he held that belt hostage. And it was finally Hangman Adam Page this past Saturday in Arlington that liberated it.
Fans, want to remind you to set your DVRs. We're going to stay with this match as long as it takes.
As right now, Hobbs going straight at Claudio Castagnoli, the man that injured Samoa Joe. Claudio, though, big elbow backing off Hobbs, but Hobbs returns fire.
Moxley just getting up on the apron of the ring. Hey, Wheeler, that's odd.
And Hobbs with the advantage on Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah, I said he was mad. You could see it the way he's starting this match, Excalibur.
Taz Hobbs wrestling, or should I say, fighting with purpose here.
Yeah, trying to send that message after what happened to Samoa Joe, as you guys were documenting for sure, as he caught Yuta with that muscle buster this past Saturday. And now here's the world champion wearing out that head of Claudio Castagnoli.
He's mixing it up. I mean, he's the world champion. He's got the belt. But it's as if he doesn't have a belt. He just wants to fight.
No, I mean, it's with the hell that Jon Moxley and the Death Riders put Hangman Adam Page through over the last few weeks and months. It's no surprise that Hangman just can't flip a switch and be done with the Death Riders and turn his attention to the future.
Great point. Great point.
And there's no way we pointed it out, tippy top of the show. Hangman, definitely not 100%. He definitely has a little bit of a limp to his body. And, you know, Moxley's probably not 100% either. These guys were in a barbaric battle for the AEW World Championship this past Saturday in Texas. It was barbaric.
Yeah, the skin of Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page, various points throughout the night, punctured by forks, broken glass, a bed of nails, barbed wire, you name it. It was employed in that Texas death match.
I don't know if people spotted it. Hobbs tagged himself in, so he is the legal man here.
And thus far, Jon Moxley has not stepped in. Well, now maybe Moxley sporting that bandage on the head.
Yeah, and you notice a scar on the back. They were picking that glass, I'm sure. And that forehead had a big chunk out of it, we saw.
Well, Jon Moxley retreating to the outside, the world champion occupying the center of the ring, and our main event continues. Don't go anywhere.
I don't know, I think some of this is kind of smart, Taz, for Moxley just to be careful. You know,
yeah, I think it is smart. I don't disagree with you. I think it is smart. I mean, listen, it's pretty well documented what he does with the Death Riders. He just has these other cats do the dirty work for the most part. They kind of just fall in line, you know. I mean, that's kind of the way it goes. Mox has this kind of control over Castagnoli and Yuta. We've seen it.
And I would think that not only that, I think that there's the possibility Moxley, well, I'm sure it is, not 100%. I mean, after what he went through.
That's what I was saying earlier. You know, him and
any of these 6 competitors, but
well, that's true.
Specifically, Hangman and Moxley after that Texas death match. I mean, I can't. It's an unimaginable toll, the type of match it takes on the body.
Briscoe now motivated to just hurt people for sure. We heard what he said earlier about MJF.
Now look at Briscoe driving that forearm, pointing the elbow across the orbital bone of Wheeler Yuta.
Briscoe's a veteran. He's been through so many battles, wars, his whole career. Him and his brother.
You know, he's always been, since he's been here in AEW, kind of a happy-go-lucky guy in the backstage area. It's kind of changed his demeanor, this whole thing with MJF.
Yeah, that's true. You know, when you're engaged or involved any time with someone like MJF, you know, Max can bring out the worst in many people.
Oh, boy.
And if you're not familiar with the Briscoe brothers as a tag team, if you've only learned of Mark Briscoe as part of his AEW career, I urge you to check out that, oh wait a second, cover here. Hangman, leg was hooked, but Yuta able to kick out. Check out that Players Tribune piece on the AEW YouTube channel.
Absolutely awesome.
Tremendous look at the Briscoe family, the life and times of his late brother Jay. Turning our attention back to this match, Powerhouse Hobbs. Scoop and an emphatic slam on Wheeler Yuta. You see Hobbs, he is pacing, he is livid.
He screamed at Wheeler, get up. He did, he went back down.
The chop just glancing off the chest, the broad chest of Powerhouse Hobbs. Moxley has not seen any action thus far in this match. I wonder how long that will continue.
Well, just my observation, it doesn't seem like Mox is really chomping at the bit to get in there, to be honest. Got a big ass bandage on his head too, I noticed earlier. Fork. Table fork.
AEW Dynamite, our main event is underway. The Death Riders taking on the team of Mark Briscoe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and the new AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page. And Wheeler Yuta escaping out of the grip of Powerhouse Hobbs, getting the elbow up into the face of Hobbs. It might be a good way for, well,
I think it's a bad way.
I think there's no good way for Wheeler Yuta at this point. Now Jon Moxley, this is his first offensive move of the match, and it was just to pull the hair of Powerhouse Hobbs, freeing Wheeler Yuta from the grip of Hobbs.
Look at the face of Moxley. Look at around.
And we've seen how reluctant throughout this match, Taz, that Jon Moxley has been to step into the action. Do you think, oh, chop block by Claudio Castagnoli.
Took his eye off. Hobbs took his eye off the prize.
Yeah, Marina Shafir.
Interference there, yeah.
Put herself in the way. And the question I was going to ask is, do you think Jon Moxley losing the AEW World Championship, do you think that could have potentially broken Moxley's spirit?
That's a great question. My first instinct is to say no, but I can see why you're saying it. Now he wants in the match, by the way. He demanded you to tag him in.
Jon Moxley asking for the tag.
You know, you bring up a great point, Excalibur. Could have broken his spirit. I think the fact that AEW athletes came together against him. Not only Bryan Danielson, not only Swerve Strickland was involved, but, not too far removed from climbing Mount Everest, here's Darby Allin getting involved. They all came in unison against the Death Riders and against Jon Moxley.
You're exactly right, Shivani. No doubt. That is a great point.
Well, we also saw Will Ospreay get involved. We saw Swerve Strickland get involved. I think the most surprising of it all to help Hangman Adam Page. It's now with Powerhouse Hobbs isolated after the chop block, after being sent into the steel ring steps. Moxley, though, very quickly tagging out to Claudio Castagnoli, letting his emissary of violence, Castagnoli, do the work.
It's not a bad choice. Claudio not only strong, great cardiovascular training. He can really go for a long time.
Single leg, and now giant swing. Claudio Castagnoli, superhuman strength.
That's unbelievable.
Now Moxley.
Those moments here, isn't it?
Yeah, picking his spots, but this is a different demeanor, different type of Moxley from what we've seen. Up until this point, Moxley, he was so willing to mix it up, but now almost hesitant. One shot, then tags out as Wheeler Yuta delivering the hammer and anvil elbows.
Well, they realize, the Death Riders realize that, you know, Hobbs is hurting, so they've singled him out and they're doing frequent tagging in and out to keep themselves fresh. Now Yuta got an opportunity to do something heavy here.
Powerhouse Hobbs!
Not caught.
Pop of the hips and the power slam, and now Mark Briscoe into battle. And Briscoe, we've seen the abuse he suffered at the hands of the Death Riders. You know he's been raring to go to get his hands on Moxley in this one.
Nice flying forearm.
Claudio in from behind. Briscoe just palm strike. Yes, palm strikes to the chest. I don't care how powerful Claudio Castagnoli is. Those can take your breath away.
Yeah, Briscoe, and watch out. Oh.
Moxley the boot into the jaw. Lines up Briscoe. Nice reversal there by Moxley. But Briscoe, Enziguri, has the former world champion staggered.
That Briscoe is resilient. Tough as hell.
Wait a second, across the ring, that's Wheeler Yuta at the bottom of your screen.
Oh, little Marina.
Boy, she is so effective for this team. It's amazing.
Shafir, I think she's gouging the eyes.
Yes.
Of Mark Briscoe. As fans, we are on the verge of our final break tonight. Don't go anywhere. Our Dynamite main event continues live on TBS and HBO Max. Moxley, the DDT. The paradigm shift by Moxley on the outside of the ring. And Paul Turner, he didn't see it, the numbers working against him.
It's got to be tough when you've got all these great athletes who despise each other in the ring to be everywhere as a referee. Got to be tough.
And, the forearm. And Taz, that's a dirty forearm. That is hammering Briscoe right on the windpipe, on the throat.
Yeah, I mean, that'll definitely, slow down Briscoe. You got to do some vicious stuff to Briscoe. He's triple tough, as I was saying earlier, so you got to try to wear him down. And these guys will pull some real dirty tactics, as you're witnessing.
Claudio and Briscoe know each other very, very well. Their battles go way back to Ring of Honor, back at the beginning of the 2000s, my God.
Yeah, both Castagnoli and Briscoe squaring off in tag team battles, as you mentioned. Of course, the Briscoe brothers, the kings of wrestling, as Claudio Castagnoli and then Chris Hero were known. But right now, Claudio Castagnoli choosing to walk a very different path, aligning himself with Jon Moxley and the Death Riders. As a high boot into the face of Hangman, and Hangman, he's got to control his temper in this situation, Taz.
Yeah, definitely, and it's difficult. Hangman probably wants to get his hands on Moxley in the worst way, but he also wants to help Briscoe.
Wheeler Yuta now, the shin on the back of the neck of Mark Briscoe.
Watch out. I saw that one coming.
Marina Shafir gouging the eyes. Nothing biting at the flesh of Mark Briscoe.
You see her walking in the camera shot and then disappeared. I knew she would get involved. I just had that feeling.
Wheeler Yuta with the legs of Briscoe captured.
Like an Indian deathlock?
Yeah, kind of inverted, but yeah, and a tag now to Claudio.
I think it's less about the submission hold, more about anchoring Briscoe.
It's trapping him,
on the Death Riders side of town.
You're right. So he could be defenseless as Castagnoli comes in. Came in, I should say.
I love it. Death Riders side of town. Tough place to be, man.
Oh, Briscoe escapes the grip. Thinking sunset flip.
Just a resilient athlete as Mark Briscoe.
Claudio breaks the grip and delivers the double stomp. AEW Dynamite live on TBS, HBO Max. We've taken our final break of the evening. We are sticking with this one as long as it takes. Our huge trios main event, Moxley the cover and Briscoe the kick out.
It's been a hell of a night here at the Aragon Ballroom, the first of 6 nights that we are going to be here in this legendary facility. Almost 100 years old. It looks great. Fans are great. What a night.
Jon Moxley, the STF, is cinched in on Mark Briscoe, but Taz, you saw Briscoe doing a good job of keeping Moxley's forearm, his wrist, off of Briscoe's mouth and nose.
Exactly. That's the key with that. Now, he's getting in the face of the referee here. Gotta be careful.
Oh, cheap shot. by Moxley on Hangman Page.
Exactly, was a cheap shot.
And stuff pile driver. This could be it. Briscoe in trouble here. The leg hook and Hobbs there immediately to break it up.
Oh, now the Death Riders just swarming Hobbs here.
It's what they do best, man. Double team, triple team, catch you when you're not looking, when the referee's not looking, or use a steel steps, my God.
For a second time tonight, Powerhouse Hobbs driven hard into those steel steps.
Man, that was a crash right in front of us, Excalibur.
As John Moxley
got a guillotine up there on the second rope.
And some shots to the ribs of Mark Briscoe, but Briscoe hanging on tight to that top turnbuckle.
And they're biting that open wound, I should say, where the fork went.
And Briscoe, the drop kick, takes Moxley down.
There's an opening right here. Briscoe, get Hangman in this.
Hangman gets the tag. And Hangman unloads on the Death Riders. Castagnoli to the apron, but not for long. The lariat.
One-man show right here.
Wheeler Yuta now in the grips of the world champion. And you see Hangman coming up gingerly, that limp. A remnant of that Texas death match this past Saturday at All In.
He's zoning in for the kill on Yuta. Oh, nice block.
Oh, Yuta, yeah, blocks the rolling elbow, but Hangman, the pop-up, the powerbomb, the cover, and Castagnoli breaks it up.
Beat down on the world champion.
What a night it's been at Dynamite here, and fans, we've got Return to Saturday on Collision. As this match goes on, here comes Excalibur.
1 second, the fastball special.
Cover.
Yuta, the legal man. The leg is hooked. Wheeler Yuta. Whoa.
First time ever we're going to hear from the new TNT champion, the natural Dustin Rhodes, Ricochet, and Fox, a one-on-one. A lot of history of those between those two men. And how about this big 8-man tag? How about that Bandito jet speed? Dorado on one side against the Don Callis family. Holy smokes, that's Saturday. Rouge and Shibata. Boy, Shibata's got to be careful with Rouge.
Doomsday device. Hangman landed on his feet. Rolling elbow. Rolling elbow. And now, look at this. Hangman Adam Page is going to work on the Death Riders. Mark Briscoe.
Briscoe. No.
Briscoe, the cannonball. And Hangman, the Orihara moonsault. A huge risk on the bad knee, but it pays off for Hangman.
That's a great call. He's the world champion. Huge risk, bad knee. He's got to defend the title down the road.
He's thinking buckshot, boys.
Hangman. Oh no, Moxley. Moxley biting at the head of Hangman, but Powerhouse Hobbs the spine buster. Yuta. Psycho now. Briscoe the froggy bow.
Perfect.
Now Castagnoli eats the boot. Back towards the center. Buckshot, no. Castagnoli looking for neutralizer. Hangman, the jackknife. 2, 3.
For your winners, Mark Briscoe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and the AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page.
What the world champion does. When you're a world champion, you find ways to win, and he did.
Oh, wait a second, Moxley from behind. Another cheap shot by John Moxley, but we shouldn't expect anything less.
The world champion here's in trouble, guys. I'm telling you that. Moxley doesn't want to do anything but maim him right now.
And it's working, for sure.
And Moxley's still hurting, as you can imagine. But Hangman right now has no defense. He is helpless in the ring.
And Hobbs and Briscoe have been driven out of the ring by the Death Riders. Moxley has Hangman all to himself. Oh, wait a second. What
do we got? Oh, my God, Excalibur. Oh,
Darby Allin. Darby Allin's appearance on Saturday led to a seismic shift. And now Hangman Adam Page, the
Dixon was distracted. He saw Darby, and damn, the world champion about knocked his head off with that buckshot.
If anybody's close to invincible, it's Darby Allin climbing Mount Everest, coming back.
Darby Allin climbed Mount Everest, but Hangman Adam Page has his own mountain to climb as AEW World Champion.